Night, mainland Lagos motion. Laughter echoed faintly from the alley. Children barefoot and dusty kicked a half-flat football past a rusting gate. On the other side of that gate stood a mansion with cream walls, security lights, and a smug air of wealth. Cameras panned. Uniformed men watched the monitors. A golden nameplate glinted at the gate. Akinwale Foundation for Orphaned Children. But inside, it was a prison, caged hearts, stolen names, futures bought and sold under air-conditioned silence. Chief Akinwale, Lagos socialite and newspaper darling, sipped wine while reviewing photos from his last press conference. A teary hug with a child he barely knew. Perfect, he murmured. Front page ready. Meanwhile, in the basement, three boys lay huddled together under a metal bunk. One whispered in Yoruba, "If I disappear tonight, tell my sister I didn't run away." Outside, the Ajani stood at the corner of the street in plain clothes. He watched the compound from behind tinted glass. "This is the third petition we have received," he muttered, glancing at his partner Kunle. "We've raided this place before. Every single time. Documents clean. Permits are correct. Even the judges are blind." Kunle shrugged. "Sir, even thunder sef dey fear connections like this one." Ajani looked at him. "Not this time. Something is coming." He was right. That night around 2:17 a.m., Lagos slept under a heavy sky. No clouds, no wind, no rain, but above Mushin, thunder rumbled. Not the kind that warned, the kind that announced its presence. A stray dog howled and ran under a kiosk. Inside Akinwale's mansion, Uncle, the guards leaned back in their chairs, eyes on the CCTV. Then, static. The screens went red, then black. All at once, every bulb in the mansion exploded in a crackle of sparks. The guards leapt to their feet, reaching for the rifles, but their hands wouldn't move. Something held them, something spiritual, something ancient. On the rooftop across the street, Shango stood still. His eyes glowed like molten coal, casting red light on his high cheekbones. His dreadlocks flowed like flame-dipped ropes, untamed and alive. His bare chest was scarred, not with wounds, but symbols, incantations carved by time. He raised his right palm. In it, fire danced, curled, whispered in tongues no human had spoken in centuries. He heard them. He heard the children sobbing beneath the floors. He saw their bruises. He tasted their fear. He stepped forward but did not fall. He glided through the air like heat through smoke and passed silently through the mansion's outer wall. Inside, the temperature dropped, then rose. The corridor lights flickered violently as he walked, barefoot past the guards. Their eyes widened, mouths open. They could not speak, could not move. They could not even blink. The marble under his feet cracked with every step. In the main bedroom, Chief Akiwale jolted upright. The air was thick, his mirror fogged. He turned, and then he saw him. Shango, silent, glowing, breathing thunder. "What? Who are you?" Akiwale stammered, his voice cracking as he reached for the drawer. Shango just raised one hand, and the drawer burst into flame. The fire didn't burn, oh, it consumed silently, leaving no ashes. "I am the fire that judges," Shango said. His voice wasn't loud, it echoed, like it came from stone walls, mountains, and the mouth of thunder itself. "You fed on the tears of children. You bought silence, but fire does not forget." "I am a donor. I am protected." Akinwale backed into his wardrobe. No God protects those who prey on the innocent. The floor darkened around Shango's feet. The glass shattered. Akinwale screamed and ran towards the door, but the door slammed shut on its own. The walls began to sweat. The ceilings dripped as if the very house were afraid. Every object warped in heat, twisted by divine anger. The curtains curled, the air grew thick with energy. Red sparks snapping at every corner. Shango's eyes flared. Akinwale fell to his knees, breath itching, tears streaming. Please, please. I do not take prayers. Shango stepped forward and placed two fingers on the man's forehead. A pulse like a heartbeat but made of thunder erupted. And then silence. Residents woke to the news, sirens, and chatter. Police blocked the gates of the Akinwale Foundation. Inside, officers were speechless. Everything was intact, too. The beds were made, the children were even asleep, unhurt. But Chief Akinwale was gone. Not killed, gone. In his bedroom, the bed was untouched, except for one perfect circle of charred blackened marble, smooth like glass, in the exact center of the room. Adeoluwa Keitan, standing behind the crowd, scribbled in a notebook, Shango Day 2, target trafficker. Verdict, fire. A soft breeze blew from the east, though no wind stirred in the trees. Elsewhere, Ajani received a report. Another case, another impossibility. A man in Ikeja, an estate owner notorious for brutal evictions, was found kneeling in the middle of his estate at sunrise, surrounded by hundreds of dead kokoros. The word justice carved into his lawn, and beside it, the unmistakable image of a double-headed axe. Ajani closed the file. He quickly lit a stick of incense and locked his office door. Kojuma Ribi. Third Mainland Bridge at night. Shango stood barefoot on the concrete edge, the city pulsing behind him. A drunk area boy staggered up, high and loud. You dey do film for here, abi? Oga, this is Lagos, no dey form spirit. Disappear! Mora, make I see. Shango looked at him calmly. Be careful what you ask for, he replied. The boy laughed and spread his arms. Then the sky lit up. Red lightning, silent and hot, cracked above his head, freezing him mid-laugh. His voice got caught in his throat. His legs gave out. He screamed. He dropped the bottle of ogogoro he was holding and he fled barefoot into the lagoon, howling for his mother. Her dream. She walked through a long corridor of fire, but it did not burn her. At the end sat a man on a throne made of obsidian, veins of lava glowing beneath. Shango? He looked up. His eyes were soft this time. You just keep writing, he said. They must remember even after I leave. She woke up, gasping, drenched in sweat, and in her hand, she was holding in her fist a single dreadlock that was on fire, showing that she had encountered Shango. To be continued. Hi guys, hi lovelies, thank you for listening, thank you for watching this video up until this point. Let me know your honest review in the comments. Let me know what you think. Is Shango meeting your expectation? What do you expect? What do you expect of his powers? Let me know your honest thoughts in the comment section, and look forward to you watching this video again in episode 3. Thank you. Mwah. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I almost forgot to say that. Subscribe to Gist with Dami. Thank you.